Just quickly, I'm Luca Leiter. I'm 23 years old. I'm the sales manager in RainMaker's Corporation, and I'm in RainMaker since day one, since the beginning, to build this thing up.
So, how did you get involved in RainMakers?
Pretty interesting, actually. Out of nowhere, I received this message from our founder, K1, on LinkedIn, where he reached out to me and asked, hey, he's looking for somebody in the Austrian area. And this is how I came across RainMakers, honestly. Like, it was just a quick message on LinkedIn. We hopped on a call. We saw similarities in what we do and what we have. And yeah, one step to another, here where we are today.
What did you do before RainMakers?
I was highly involved in the hotel industry, which means I actually was the manager of 3 hotels and 3 nightclubs. Before this, plus I was still in sales, and I was doing sales from home for 4 years, and started in the hotel industry back when I was 11, worked my way up. And in the hotel industry, I actually started with, in the tourism industry with 11 years old back then, to work next to secondary school. Actually, I was working after school and weekend just to make some few bucks to support my family. And yeah, worked my way up, started in the nightclub as a barkeeper. Then I was the bar manager, then restaurant manager, then I was the hotel manager in Spain from a hotel, and worked my way up until I was the manager of 3 hotels and 3 nightclubs here in Austria.
Okay, so tell us more about your role in RainMakers.
So my role as a sales manager is, pretty simple. I need to check that the team performs, our pipeline gets filled up. I'm here with the team from A to Z, which means support them by finding a company, talking to the company, negotiating the deal, doing everything, these steps, and support them on the way. Plus also taking care of getting new blood in the company, which means recruiting, talking to people, getting new people on the team, and together with Kevin, work on the investment side.
So, what are the challenges?
The biggest challenge is in RainMakers is taking control of an international team. We have people in 15 plus countries, which means you need to adapt to language changes maybe, or to culture changes, or to time zones as well. So this, I would say, is the hardest challenge in which I have to handle in here, is really this international team to be handled. But luckily, I have great people on the team and great leaders as well in the different continents to take care of this as well.
What value that your team can provide to the business owners?
Simple answer. Simple but broad answer, getting more details, help. One word. Many business owners out there are stuck with scaling the company. They're stuck with, they don't know what to do and where to go from there. They have a lack of contacts, a lack of connections, lack of knowledge in other markets as well, which comes down somehow. And this is where we can jump in. Since we have great, excellent international people and international contacts, we can help them scaling by either acquiring them. If they feel like, hey, for me it's the time now to leave the company, or I cannot scale it alone, I need to give it to somebody else because I believe in the company, but I can't do it, we can jump in and help them doing it. The other thing is by merging them. If they're like, hey, I still want to start around, I want to get bigger, and the international market, we can go ahead and merge them. So the biggest thing we can provide to people is guidance and help. Plus, later on, if they're like, hey, I want to get pop up, known at the market, we can do the IPO for them, with them, and get them known on the stock exchange. So their company gets traded internationally. But to get down again, biggest thing is help and guiding to scale the company up to where it can be. Any company can be scaled up. There is so much money and opportunity on this planet. You can have any company, you can scale it up. Most people don't know how. This is where we jump in.
What are RainMaker's criteria for acquiring a business?
Simple. We focus on companies which make at least $500,000 US EBITDA and are longer than 3 years in business, which means 3 financial years. These are the 2 criteria we have. And there are a couple of sectors we don't focus on, But other than that, we focus on most sectors because we got such an international team with so much knowledge in different sectors. But basically, if you make money, $500,000, you have 3 financial years, come in, we want to work with you.
How long would the process from finding a business to actually own it?
That's a great question, and there is no fixed time frame on this. I mean, it depends on what's negotiated. But let's say, as an example from the deals we closed now, you need a couple of days maybe to find a company. When you go right into it, to find the company, it takes us around 7 to 10 days once we receive all information to get the evaluation done, get the LOI done, which means, let's say it took you 4 days to find the company, 7 to 10 days to analyze the deal, which we are 2 weeks now. The LOI signed from this stage, we go into the DD stage and the purchase agreement, which means the closing from the LOI signed can be somewhere between around 3 months, 2 to 3 months, which means all in all we can say the company from finding to owning it can go somewhere from 3 months up to even further. I mean, you can go on more than a year to do this actually.
What do you want to achieve with RainMaker's?
Here's again a simple answer: building $1 billion in this company together with the team and being part of this $1 billion company. This is the biggest goal I have in here in RainMaker's, which I know me and the team, we all can achieve this.